So children, let's begin with fundamental rights now. After the recap, fundamental rights are mentioned in part 3 of the Constitution. We have already read that. And there are in all 7 fundamental rights now, with the right to education included in it. This you have to remember. Flowchart is given in the book that you need to visit. Now, 2 fundamental rights we have discussed: right to equality, right to freedom. Today we will be doing right against exploitation, and this right runs in 2 articles, Article 23 and Article 24. Before we begin with this article, children, you need to understand there are some rights which, like political rights, right to vote, government has given and we all are using it. I think you can recall that, be it rich or poor, I would like to give this example that people who are there, who help in your households, they also cast vote in the same manner as your family members are casting, and at the same place even. So there is no distinction. But when you will discuss about right against exploitation, say, then you will feel, this may come in your mind, that why are we not able to follow this or implement this in proper manner when government has given this, or rather Constitution has given us this fundamental right. So we'll be discussing, after we discuss this right, one very important thing, children, which we need to remember. Other rights are, say, right to equality, right to freedom. This right, read carefully, says right against exploitation. Anytime when question paper tells you to name your fundamental right, by mistake you should not write right to exploitation. Getting my point? So underline this against. Page number 131, we are on, second column. Right against exploitation, underline against. You don't have to write right to exploitation. Remember this carefully. So let's come back to our point 131, and we are on right against exploitation. It runs in 2 articles, 23 and 24. Look into your book. We'll be beginning. So why was this done? This is very important. We are discussing that Indians who were under the British from such a long period, for them to restore their dignity, their self-respect, I mean to say, this right was very important. So Article 23 is divided in 2 parts, which is freedom from slavery. A says freedom from slavery, beggary or other forms of forced labor. Let's repeat: slavery, beggary or other forms of forced labor. Slavery you have not seen, thankfully, children, in your world as of now, but you have seen movies, you have read books on them. This what to say, inhuman practice was prevailing all over the world once upon a time, and one person had the right to buy the other person, to sell the other person, which was inhuman kind of activity, or very derogatory for human beings. So our Constitution stops that, puts an end to it, and actually puts an end to it. Beggary is also not allowed, or rather nobody can make other person beg. And other forms of forced labor. Forced labor, you understand, something you don't want to do and somebody is making you do, then that comes forced labor. Mind you, you don't want to study and your parents are telling you to study, that is not forced labor. Don't count this into it, but that's another thing. But forced labor, you understand very well. Now B, trafficking in human beings means buying and selling of human beings is prohibited. It also prohibits use of women and girls for immoral purposes, which is again, children, as I said 1 minute before, is derogatory for women, or for their self-respect, for their dignity. This is not allowed. It is a punishable offense. So Constitution puts an end to it. Second part, Article 24 says, this article prohibits employment of children below the age of 14 years in factories, mines and other hazardous occupations. This practice of bonded labor has also been declared illegal. Let me discuss this with you. You might be thinking that when you travel, or you might have seen children below 14 years working in, say, roadside shops, or at many places still you see them. It's not that it has completely ended. So why is it so? Why don't they go to school? Right RTE has come up for this only, but children understand this we have to do, this government cannot do. Government has made the rule. Who is employing these children? We, the citizens of India. There are some fundamental rights where you will see we have to take action. Just now you read, nobody can make another person beg. This is a right which everybody has. In many movies you will come across this, or especially in Bombay, I would say Mumbai rather these days, this is very prevalent. So government is not making them do this. Yes, you can ask this, that police, why are they not stopping us? But do we have any moral duty towards our nation? That is the big question. So there are things which we people have to do. Bonded labours. Nowadays this practice has stopped to a certain extent. We would say 99% now this doesn't happen. Once upon a time, in pre-independence era or soon after independence, this was very much prevalent. You read about Munshi Premchand. If you read his Hindi stories, then you will come across stories on bonded labours also. Now, who were the bonded labours? Say father has taken borrowed money from somebody, money lenders. You understand these people. So father borrowed money from money lender, and father couldn't return. This debt cycle is so big, or vicious rather, I would say, that poor people cannot come out of it. Some of you, those who have opted for economic applications, will be reading this thing, and I would like you to share with your whole class when you do so. This is very important. From this debt cycle they are unable to come out, and then father's loan which he had taken had to be paid by son, and generations keep on going, and these people kept on working in the houses of rich people just because of this thing. So like father borrowed, for example, 100 rupees, and the money lender will give this on 10% interest, so 90 rupees father got. Now 10 rupees every month this fellow will be giving for whole his life. How many 10 rupees he has given to money lender already, but he will never have those 90 rupees together so that he can repay that loan. So it was impossible to come out of it, and it caused so much damage to how many people, how many families, we people cannot count over here. So this was the constitution makers kept this in mind, that these bonded labours will be, this slavery will be stopped when India will be independent. Thank you.